Hello, algebra students. Let's look at this tricky application of multiplying these algebraic expressions. So, example says, find the simplified volume of a rectangular prism with a height of x inches, a length of 2x inches, and a width of 2/3 x inches. So we don't exactly know these measurements, but we know their relationship with each other and this unknown number x. That's basically what's going on here. Now, I like this example because it's a great review of a few GED topics, but you aren't likely to see this complexity with these particular skills mixed up on the GED. However, great practice for college and great practice of a bunch of things we've learned so far. So let's start with what they're asking us to do or to find. We've been asked to find the simplified volume. They want us to find the volume. Now, of course, anytime we're asked to look for measurements, whether it's perimeter, area, volume, we need to ask ourselves of what shape, and they say it's volume of a rectangular prism. So hit up your GED formula sheet and you'll see that there's a formula for that. The volume of a rectangular prism is V is equal to length times width times height. And you might be saying, but I don't really know the length, the width, and the height, Kate. I just have these expressions with this unknown x. That's totally cool. You can just plug those into the formula. You just plug in what you know. So what are we looking for? We're looking for the volume, so it will remain a variable. Equal sign stays equal sign. And now L stands for length. And they gave me the length here. They said that the length was 2x inches. All right. Where I once saw L, I'll plug in 2x. Can we do that? Yeah. You can substitute anything out for another true thing. It doesn't have to be just a plain old number. Now we can see this L, this W, and this H are shoved together. They're multiplying. So these three things that I'm going to be substituting in will be multiplying. What's the next one I want? I want W. And let's see. This example says there it is. Width for W is 2/3 x inches, so I will plug 2/3 x in for W. And then finally, the height is just plain old x. Nice. And now you can see this isn't really geometry anymore. Now it's just that application of what we've been doing. We're multiplying together these three algebraic expressions. And as we've been doing, we can go ahead and do the denominators first. So I'm doing 2 times 2/3, and yes, you can do this in your calculator, but it's so easy on paper that I'm not too worried about it. And you guys are my advanced students, so you shouldn't be panicking at the sight of a fraction anymore. So, of course, when we multiply fractions, it's super easy. Since it's scaling, you just go straight across. The pieces are going to multiply, but so are the sizes, the denominator. So I'll do 2 times 2 is 4. And I didn't explain to you why I have a 1 on the bottom. Of course, I have a 1 on the bottom because those are two one-whole things. I can just add a 1 under any number to turn it into a fraction. And of course, 1 times 3 is 3. But I honestly argue you should have known that. Because if I have 2/3 and I draw that picture twice, 2 times, of course I'm going to end up with 4/3. 1, 2, 3, 4. All right. So new coefficient, 4/3. And now I have repeated factors. I have an x multiplying, another x multiplying, and another x multiplying. We use exponents to talk about repeated factors. So I have a factor of x 3 times, or 3 x's multiplying. So the expression here then is 4/3 x cubed. Whatever x is, that's the relationship there for its volume. And I will go ahead and tack on a unit since I always do. This will be cubic inches because it's volume. But again, you probably wouldn't be tested on that. On the GED, if it came up, you would just need to know this simplified 4/3 x cubed. All right, excellent, done. See, not as tricky as it looks, yeah? And a good review. All right, happy learning.